I'm not gonna get into the Duramax conversion on this one. We've done it so many times in the past, but I kind of wanted to show some of the stuff that he did. He's a machinist, like an old school machinist. Did the whole interior on it, turned out absolutely beautiful. And it's not something that came off of like a full CNC mill with a program where everything's repeatable. It's all done by hand. You can come through, Roy. Come on, buddy. Come on. So, got a ton of stuff going on at the shop this week. A couple cool trucks leaving. First and foremost, my arm's just jacked up. That's why I have it in my pocket. Kind of holds it to the side, but I can't actually lift my arm at all. I think I tore something up here. There's this big swell that came in from Tahiti, and it was massive, and I kind of pulled into this barrel that was about triple overhead, and it tried to rip my arm off of my body. Never had that happen before. It did a bunch of damage up here. I think I've got a torn muscle. At first I was thinking it was a ligament. Everything's kind of still there in place, so I think it's a torn muscle. All I can really do is about this with my arm. If I keep it straight, there's no pain. The second I lift it, shooting pain down my arm. Anyways, that's going on with me this week. At the shop here though, we've got a couple cool trucks leaving. One of them is this truck here. I really wanted to showcase just like how clean this truck is. And we're very fortunate to work on it. We did a Duramax conversion on it, putting out about 450 horsepower, 900 foot-pounds of torque. We also did a D-ring brush guard, a bunch of different components that he brought by, a light bar, new rigid lights up on the top. It's just a really clean vehicle. And Tommy even commented, he's like, I love working on this truck because it's so clean. The owner's meticulous. He's the type of guy that has all of his light switches at home with the Phillips head screw, all facing vertical or horizontal. They're all perfectly even. And we like that because that's how we work, and seeing that on this vehicle is really nice to work on. It's not covered in mud, it's not trash, there's not rust going on, just a really clean vehicle. I'm not gonna get into the Duramax conversion on this one. We've done it so many times in the past, but I kind of wanted to show some of the stuff that he did. He's a machinist, like an old school machinist. Did the whole interior on it, turned out absolutely beautiful. And it's not something that came off of like a full CNC mill with a program where everything's repeatable. It's all done by hand. A custom grill up here. He did kind of a custom mount on here with the actual hardware welded in place on the bottom side so you don't see any of it, which is kind of cool. Definitely a lot of time went into what he designed on this truck, and it looks really good. So let's take a look inside. I want to show off the interior dash, and then we'll get into some of the other trucks going on here that are leaving this week. It was Stinger, and then there was Hvac Accessories. They partnered up together and formed SMA. Eventually, they started manufacturing the H2 tire carriers. Exploded. They had like this 150,000 square foot facility out in Arizona, and then General Motors pulled the plug and actually internalized the tire carriers for the H2. Put them out of business. They sunk all their eggs into one basket, and that was it for them. Unfortunately, just a massive facility. I got to go in there, kind of tour it. We ended up buying all of the jigs, drawings, the intellectual stuff, a ton of the parts, machinery, but they manufactured a ton of billet aluminum. And since then, no one's really come out to market with new billet aluminum parts. Part of the problem is every year they're a little bit different, and to keep the correct amount of pieces to form one kit for every year out there, you're talking many hundreds of parts. There's a lot of work going into putting that together. What this owner did was he machined all these parts out of solid billet aluminum with a hand mill and did an amazing job on it, even coming down to like The machine work over here, he's got these 1/4 holes in there. The pattern's perfect, turned out amazing on it, and really kind of a cool mounting system that he can mount virtually anything he wants to later on right off of here, as well as this top piece up here. He's got extra 12-volt outlets across here. He's got his cup holders here. He also threw a combination lock on the glove box, which is really trick. Awesome machinist. He did an amazing job on it, and it looks like it came off of a CNC mill. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. He also redid the seat bases too out of billet aluminum, has a nice little block off piece. And it's funny because there's certain things that you run across, you're like, oh, I should have thought about that. I've been doing this long enough. I should have come up with something on this. But what he did was he did a really nice cover plate out of billet aluminum on the seat base over here. So it really kind of finishes off the seat over here and makes it look really nice instead of having that semi-truck seat base over here that's fully exposed. So nice, clean job over here. Definitely proud to be able to work on this truck for him, especially with his high level of attention to detail on it. And then he's got some billet aluminum gauge covers over here. These are actually just replacement of the plastic pieces. And that's one of the things that we have a problem with on our trucks is they're getting older. They're collector's vehicles, but the factory components in here are starting to crack. They're getting old and they start to fail. So replacing some of that plastic up here with billet aluminum, first off, it looks amazing. It adds a lot of quality to the vehicle, but on top of that, it's replacing broken parts. So that's really nice too. One of the components over here that oftentimes cracks out is this little defroster vent, and it's got a nice billet aluminum one over here as well. So did an incredible job, really impressed. Oh, he even has the correct angle on these defroster vents. They come in at an angle because the feed comes over here at an angle and comes out, so you want it to duct this way, and it's got that vent corrected over there. So really good job on the interior work. But we got a ton of stuff going on in the shop, so let's get into it.
Yeah. Almost $7.
Yeah, so my truck, I was paying each fill up, I'd max out at $200, and I wouldn't even top off the truck. I was literally paying over $1,000 a month for fuel. Now for a fill up, I pay around $4. And actually, if I take into account I have solar in my house, I'm probably at less than $1 per fill up.
That's not a fill up, that's a charge.
For me, it's a fill up.
You went electric.
I know. The dark side.
Came out here.
No, so check this out. I know we showed this truck in the past, but this thing's pretty sick. So we've got a number of different colors going on in here. Customer lives up, actually he lives up north in San Francisco, but he is a cowboy and he works with horses, or a horse boy.
I'm sure there's a lot of cowboys in San Francisco.
No, dude, no joke. He lives in San Francisco. Paul told me this.
What did you walk into, Sam?
He's a cowboy or a horse boy. Now, wouldn't they be called horse boys? We've gone over this before. Because it's like, really, you don't ride cows.
I don't know how you deal with this
guy,
guy,
Why is he giggling over there?
Always does.
Oh, and this is how the vlog goes downhill real quick.
He just woke up.
So he came in and he's like, hey, I want to have like a two-tone brown finish, bring in some green. So we did some green stitching on here. And it's really unique, but it's really kind of like over the top cool with like bringing in all of that dark brown with a light tan in different areas and different like, almost like patchwork in there. Definitely never been done before, and I dig it. It's coming out really, really nice. Roy did an amazing job. This leather is extremely soft.
It is.
You installed this, right?
Yes. Check out the door. I like the door the best.
Yeah, super clean. It's like kind of a factory door.
Especially with the white, like those colors on the white, I think it looks really good.
Mm-hmm. This leather is probably the softest leather we've ever ran.
Yeah, it's really nice leather.
Yeah. Roy said it was also one of the thickest leathers we've ever used.
What's so different about it? Is it just because of the color?
It's soft.
Different grain. It goes this way instead of that way.
Wow.
What if you turn it?
I just made it up.
So yeah, it's coming out really nice. We're doing a Duramax conversion on it at some point. I think it's up in the air as far as like if it's gonna go home to them and then come back for a Duramax later this year. So I know we're pretty booked up right now, but it may just stay here. We knock out the Duramax next, but we're knocking out what we can right now, which is a full interior on it.
Yeah, I needed it. It's an old truck. 93?
No.
92? It's on the other side, this one.
So Walk us through
92
your process.
extended cab.
Oh, how'd I do it? Oh, whoa. What do you mean how'd I do it? I fucking put it together, dude. I poke holes in the leather. I find the other hole that used to be there. I take my pick like this. Go like that.
Wait, that is, what?
No, it's a little bit more tricky than that because the leather is so thick. In some spots, you gotta do a little bit of trimming or, you know.
You just don't just like screw it in like that. Just screw it.
No, well, there's no holes. So I'm sitting here like this, looking at the hole, eyeballing it, you know.
I can't believe you have patience for like answering him right now, Jared.
Then you
It's
find,
because he still has young children, that's why.
when you get your screw.
He hasn't lost all his patience yet.
Yeah. His kids aren't
Right.
adults yet.
Wait till your kids hit teenage years.
That's
That's a lot of fun. That's a whole nother level of like, I can't believe I haven't murdered somebody yet.
you know what's scary is my daughter's exactly like me, and I didn't really
stubborn as
I didn't
hell, huh?
follow the rules growing up, so
Yeah.
I have my hands full.
Yeah. I feel bad for your wife. It's gonna deal with two of you. So this is one thing that we're not really liking. He wanted to have a green headliner, and so we're kind of going back and forth. In
Green?
touch with him right now.
It's like a
We're
olive
looking at
green.
maybe
Oh,
fit
this
down
isn't
here.
brown?
No,
It
it's
looks, I mean, it's dark. so-
yeah, out in the sun, it's more green. Yeah, it's
What
definitely
about you?
green over there.
Yeah, it's still kind of really hard to see with just a flashlight.
So we're thinking about maybe pulling it out and going black.
If you do black suede, it's gonna match with the black carpet.
And then the other thing too is if you go with this dark brown here, it's going to be really kind of overpowering with that dark brown. But then if you go with the light tan, it may be too light.
Yeah.
I would say you could probably go with the light tan and get away with it, or the black suede.
I like the
But-
wood grain steering wheel.
I do too. I think it matches the truck,
Yeah.
Old
all the
school.
interior.
Oh, these things suck. So this is the old HVAC system. I had this on my 93.
Here, I'll come around.
If you just do your job correctly, you can see it from there.
I said I'd come around.
Pain in the ass.
Seriously.
Wait, you just don't want me standing over here by you? Is that it?
No, I don't want to get friggin', what is it, monkeypox that you got now?
I don't got monkeypox.
You got something, man. We don't know what it is.
Pandemic of monkeypox now.
Someone's already been in here trying to fix it. These cables break down over time. They just suck. Like they don't open and close correctly. You can see it breaking, so they put this little rod here, zip tying it to try to hold it together. It's just, it's not a great system.
Wait,
But
is
back,
that an aftermarket or is that
no,
the
that's
stock?
factory. That's a
Really?
factory 92 HVAC unit.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's definitely has a lot to be desired out of it.
Yeah.
It kind of worked. And then the other problem too is 92s and 93s, they didn't have the rear HVAC system, and really that's what kept the cab cool. So on the older trucks, not having that HVAC system is just kind of pointless. I mean, you get, and actually, I really remember it now, the only vents that would work is the driver's side. There's two vents over there that would kick up, and it was just like a really anemic like blow on your face of like, I wouldn't even call it cool air. It was better just dropping the windows down.
Because there's nothing for vents on this side.
No,
The
it
vents
comes
are all
up.
right here.
It comes up over here,
Okay.
but still, you got to go through this little box and up and around. Yeah, you can see they cut off the feet at some point here, which is going to help out on your face. But still, it's just, it needs some help. Or just get the rear HVAC unit right here, and that makes a huge difference with heating and cooling, especially for a two-door truck. The Humvee system runs even better than this. Yeah, this is like bottom of the barrel. Should probably talk to him about that.
About a new one?
Yeah, about a new one, and then also throwing in the rear one here. If he had that in the middle of summertime, it would be like ice cold inside this cab. All the original trucks were all tan. The 92s and 93s had a base coat of tan. So they all came out as limited edition trucks in 92. And then, yeah, you can see it right here. So this truck has been repainted, aftermarket repaint. Originally it was tan, but see that right there? There's a little placard that went on here. This is aftermarket. That's actually the later model H1 logos. But there's a little placard here that said limited edition on it. This truck has been repainted, but if you look at 93s, they also went in and repainted it. I had a green,
Was that repainted from the factory or?
yeah, repainted from the factory. So my original 93 from the factory came out as green, but it was manufactured in 92 with this tan finish on there. And they went back and repainted it all woodland green. And so in that 93, the interior door panels were all tan here because they didn't want to paint they didn't want to take the trim off. They just taped off around it, painted the outside, but not the inside door panels. Hey, what are we doing on Duramax on this?
It's on the bottom of the list, so it'll be a little while.
Okay, is it going home?
It is going to go home first.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like I said, you can grab Jared's, Mike.
So yeah, the leather wasn't the first choice. Just awkwardness. But did I just take Jared?
Yes.
Sorry, Jared.
Yeah.
You're out, he's in.
Thanks, Jared.
Yeah, so this is a 92, but I bet it was sold as a 93.
Yeah.
But it has the holes up there for an
Awkward.
LE.
Yeah. That would be the anniversary, right? Or the limited edition badge?
Yes.
The one square plaque
Yeah, it
that says
says
Hummer?
Hummer limited edition.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know where this red stripe came from.
And that's paint worn off, yeah? I assume.
That was the
seal?
No, it's not.
It's not like from where this seal
No,
is
it's like
rubbed against
ghosted
it?
because this is an aftermarket paint. They painted over the truck.
that's a new door.
Why is that red? I don't know.
Weird. But yeah, again, back to the suede headliner. It really didn't want to go with the green leather. It was a slightly different color green with a suede, but you can't get suede in all the colors under the sun. So we went with that leather. I'm thinking black suede also. Just because now we've added that carpet, it just makes sense.
Yeah, it added quality to it.
Yeah. But I was on the fence, and he was too. Even I got a text message. He was like, I was nervous about my choice, and he loves it. I'm the same way. I think
it's cool.
I think it's cool.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of weird stuff our customers have done, but this isn't. I thought it was going to be weird. I thought it was going to be kind of off. But the colors that he picked out are really good.
Yeah, they play well together, yeah.
I think it's cool.
The last two-door truck we did, Stormtrooper, scroll down to the other vlogs there, that had a unique color interior too. Remember that was red, gray, and black?
Yes.
All like patchwork.
Yeah, so let us know what you guys think about the two-tone finish. I think it's rad. I mean, you can see it out here in the light. I think the only thing I don't like is this green up here. That needs to go. You do black suede up here, I think it's going to be done. It's going to look really good.
Yeah.
And I do think, I know you like the steering wheel, Jason, but I think that steering wheel, if it went to a black steering wheel, it'd look a lot better.
I like because it matches.
It's got that
match.
earthy
Matches the
feel
brown.
to it.
It doesn't match a brown, it's a different brown.
It's
That's like a
different, but it
cherry
matches
wood.
the style.
It's just natural colors, yeah, natural color.
Doesn't match. The only thing that you ever match is black on black.
Yeah.
You had one of those rare moments last week. You came in with your gray and black shirt.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
and
only
tan,
shirt.
And tan pants, just like tan in there.
Yeah, and those are the two articles of clothes that Jason owns that are not black. Hey, we should dress him one day. Not physically, but like
No.
buy
Let's do
clothes
it.
for him.
No.
Let's do it.
No.
Scroll down. He wants us to have some feedback. Scroll down. Let's kind of outfit, costume do you want for Jason? Costume.
What costume should we dress him up in? I mean, outfit, right, Jason?
Yeah. Right. We're
Should
involved
we
in it.
make Jason's pay contingent on the outfits that he's wearing during the vlog?
There you go.
I hate you.
There you go.
I think
that
so.
works, yeah.
I mean, let us know. If you don't think that's fair, just say so down below.
No.
And then we'll go off of that, right, Jason?
No.
If the viewers say yes,
no,
Jason
no,
has
no.
to wear whatever we make him wear on payday, then you
Yes.
have to wear it.
No. Not,
All right, we'll take a
Done.
tally. We'll take a tally down below, see how many say yes, how many say no, and we'll go from there.
not how this was supposed to go for.
Hey, you wanted
interaction.
engagement
You wanted
with the
engaging.
viewers. We're giving
That's
it to them. And I promise that if it's a yes, we will have an awesome outfit all set up just for Jason every week on payday.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I appreciate you watching as always. Thanks so much. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. We've got a ton of stuff coming up. We got some vehicles that are up for sale. We're doing the pre-purchase inspection on right now, a couple more coming in, and then also this insane lifted H2 we're gonna drop a Duramax engine into with the Allison 6-speed transmission. So that's all coming up in the next couple weeks. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Done, Jason? Done? Friday, let's go.